Hi, I'm Gigi Stewart, known to those who follow my blog as Gluten-Free Gigi. Coming from a background as a neuroscience researcher, my approach is smart nutrition backed by science and cooking meals that help our bodies. Like a lot of you out there, I live with celiac disease, which means I've had to learn to live and cook gluten-free. Who knew it could be this delicious? 5 years ago, I started GlutenFreeGigi.com, which then led to the birth of Food Solutions magazine, and now my new book, The Gluten-Free Solution. I love sharing my recipes and ideas with folks all over the globe. Today, thanks to Ingles, I'm going to cook with you and share some great gluten-free recipes. Let's get going. Today, we're starting out at Ingles getting the ingredients to make my family's favorite creamy chicken pasta bake. You can find a list of ingredients and instructions right under the video player, so you can print a list and take it with you or pull it up on your phone when you're at the store. Now let's get cooking. All right, we've got our ingredients, everything's prepped up, and we're ready to cook this delicious creamy chicken pasta bake. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Go ahead and spray a casserole dish. I'm using a nice 9 by 13 here. Use what you have, something 11 by 7 or bigger. And now we want to get our ingredients going. So we have our 2 cups of dry pasta already cooked up, and that's about 4 cups of pasta once it's cooked. And I want to take a couple cups of shredded chicken, and you can cook your own chicken if you want to, and if you're in a hurry, go ahead and grab that rotisserie chicken from the Ingles deli and just pull that apart and put it right in here. Have a ½ cup of shredded carrots, put those right in. Make sure you get all those out of the bowl. Get those veggies in there. And we have a ½ cup of green peas, and these were frozen peas, and we just thawed these at room temperature. No need to heat those up. So you just want to put this in the bowl together and give it just a little toss. Get that kind of mixed. Be careful with your pasta. And that looks great. So then we want to leave this here, move over, and let me show you how we're going to make this creamy, delicious sauce that goes on the pasta. So I'm going to start with a couple tablespoons of cream cheese. Now, if you're dairy-free and you need a substitute for that, 2 tablespoons of cream of coconut or coconut milk from a can, just the fatty part, just take it right off the top, and that's your dairy-free substitute. So I'm going to take my whisk out for a sec, and to get this cream cheese softened, I'm going to add just a little bit of my chicken stock, and I'm using a low-sodium stock. Make sure you read those labels when you're in Ingles buying your chicken stock. Kitchen Basics, I love that brand. I know it's gluten-free. So we just want to make sure that we mix this cream cheese in so it's not too lumpy. A few lumps will be fine. It'll melt right there in the oven. So the kids are always coming up with things they want to see me make, and I'm always changing them completely. But it turned out to be a fantastic dish that my entire family loved. So there goes my theory about me not liking casseroles. And this is a great weeknight meal too. So my cream cheese looks okay, and take a look at this. There's a few lumps in there, but no worries, it's fine. So let's add the rest of our ingredients. We want to go ahead and put the rest of the chicken stock in. You could use veggie stock in that too, no problem, if that's what you have on hand. I have a ½ cup of milk. Again, if you're dairy-free, go ahead and use an unsweetened coconut milk or another dairy-free milk, no problem. It's a great substitute. I have some Parmesan cheese. You could use a cheese substitute there. Have a little bit of salt. Do that to taste. I'm using about a ½ teaspoon. I have some lemon juice and a ½ teaspoon of grated lemon zest. Delicious. Adds that extra little bit of citrus flavor. And then one of my favorites is just some freshly ground black pepper. I love it. I tend to use a lot. You use what you like. So whisk this together. That looks great. We'll take it over and add it to our pasta and chicken and veggies. So just pour this in. Be careful not to splatter. All right. Then we want to just give this a gentle toss before we put it in our casserole dish. All right. We're ready to put our casserole dish in the bowl. You'll notice I did a little tidy up. I'm going to keep that kitchen clean while we're working, especially in these multi-step recipes. So let's just spoon this right in to our casserole dish. And then we're going to make fantastic crumb topping to put right on top of this. So we'll just spread this around. even that up just a little bit. All right, we'll just spread that around a little. I'm gonna switcheroo here. I'm gonna move this bowl out of our way. I have to show you this fantastic crumb topping. This makes the dish to me. So I have about a half cup of breadcrumbs here, gluten-free of course. This is Jillian's brand. You can find those at Ingles. And use any kind you like. I have about a tablespoon of butter, softened, and just start working that into these crumbs. And again, dairy-free, don't worry about it. You don't have to miss this fantastic recipe. Go ahead and use your Earth Balance, dairy-free butter substitute, or even a tablespoon of coconut oil would work there too if you like that. I've got some Parmesan cheese, put a tablespoon or two in there if you like. And sort of work this in, and you just want a coarse crumb mixture. And that's looking great. And then my favorite, fresh chives. Put a couple tablespoons in there. Fantastic. It just gives it a little extra something right on top. A little bit of crunch, not too much. And this doesn't add too much fat to your dish either if you're concerned about that. So this is a fairly healthy family meal everybody's going to really love. So when you get it to this stage where you've got sort of some coarse crumbs there and everything looks moistened with that butter because that's what's going to give you a nice crunch on top. Just go ahead and come over to your casserole and just sprinkle it right over the top. It's going to be so good. The cheese is going to melt, the butter's going to make everything nice and crisp and crunchy on top, and the pasta's going to stay moist. Delicious. You are going to love this recipe. All right, and it's time to get it into the oven at 350 for about half an hour, and then we'll see how it looks. All right, I have one casserole in the oven. In 30 minutes, that'll be ready at 350. I have one baked off right here for some guests coming over. And I know you'll love this dish, so give it a try. We're out of time for today, but I want to thank you so much for joining me here at the Ingles table. Remember, you can find this recipe, videos, photos, and more all at inglestable.com. Until next time, I'll see you online.